How's it going, guys? Andrew here.
And Caleb.
And Matt.
Welcome to another episode of the LCR podcast.
Lights, camera, reaction.
Episode 59.
Yes! It took you 3 times, but you
10
got
episodes
it.
away,
Took a fucking
boys. 10 episodes away.
Oh, hell yeah. To
From
the
season
sex
3.
podcast.
Oh, right.
Already.
Yeah, we are here to talk all spoilers about a little blue guy named Sonic.
The Blue Blur himself.
But before
Yeah.
that, we got some news
Of course we do. Because we are the Today Show.
to today's show.
This is last week tonight. Today.
So, it was V-Day. V-Day weekend. You
Yeah.
had your movies coming out. You had love
Victory
stories
Day in
coming out.
Japan.
D-Day.
How did Photograph
That's
do?
Europe.
You're going to find out.
V-Day is when we won.
D-Day is when we won.
D-Day.
D-Day was not a day that we really won. It was just more of like an operation that was just like,
It was the
I
day
I thought
we...
there was a D-Day and a V-Day.
Yeah.
VJ Day.
There are
Anyways.
other channels that go over this kind of stuff.
So Sonic the Hedgehog destroyed with 57 million last weekend. As of today, right now, it's at like 68 million. So it's projected to make like 70 million the 4-day weekend because I guess today, like Matt said, is
Say-
President's Day.
Billion.
No. Coming in number 2, there's a big drop down to 17 million with Birds of Prey. Fantasy Island coming in at number 3 with 12 million. The Photograph, the loved one, also 12 million. And Bad Boys, dude, still kicking at 11 million.
Jesus Christ, man.
So
That's fucking cool, though. The Bad Boys is getting so much love
Yeah.
after... Bless you.
bless you.
Yeah, I've literally only heard of The Photograph just by... No, bit my tongue. Driving by billboards and being like, The Photograph. Huh. That must be like one of those like in select theater kind of movies because nobody fucking watch it.
I just remember I was watching the trailer and I was like, where's the twist?
Oh, yeah.
Where's the... Oh, this is just a love story. Okay, that's really boring.
I think I know how Bad Boys got it. They put DJ Khaled in there so DJ Khaled fans go to the theater and they're like, yeah, I'd like one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
You have got to stop with...
It's his only joke.
He's got another one. He's got a few.
The
Key to success. Lion.
I got the keys. The key. Was he in that song?
I don't know. I don't
It was
really...
either him or Rick
I don't
Ross.
really listen to
Connor.
music.
Who was
Connor, text us when you're listening to this. He's not going to see Sonic. What
when
are
we
we
start
talking
doing
about?
this live.
But yeah,
You mean Connor doesn't watch these regardless of what movies we talk about?
I guess not.
I watch it for the news sometimes.
For the news.
Gotta watch all of them.
But so yeah, that's it. The box office. What's the big movie? There's no movie coming out this week that's big.
Apparently Emma, but maybe not.
Yeah, apparently. I have no idea. But
Unless we just want to go see Fantasy Island and hate watch it.
I don't know.
Dude,
man.
that's Stockman review.
That's Suckman review.
I haven't seen it.
He hates it.
Let's just go.
Jeremy surprisingly thought it wasn't awful,
No, so then I might not think it was
but
awful.
Stuckman was like, "This
But
is
we
awful."
have a surprise movie that we're not going to talk about yet that we get to see this week.
The movie?
Yeah.
The movie?
movie.
Yes.
The B movie.
But yeah,
Two.
so look out for that surprise review coming later this week.
Yeah. This is the first I've heard of it. So.
No, it's not.
We talked about it.
We talked about it.
With the Man in Ariel?
No.
Oh,
No.
not that movie?
What movie?
What, we're
Are
not
you thinking of
talking
Hubcap?
Yes.
No.
I thought we were
No.
just trying...
An actual movie.
And, we're
With
going
a
to see a
big
movie
ad.
early
Yeah.
access.
Yeah. Look out for a potential surprise guest.
I wish. But yeah, that's the box office news I got. So I just got some little news things that I pulled up when I was in class.
It's a little strange that 20 million is the difference between a movie did
A little sloppy.
poorly and a movie destroyed.
A little sloppy.
It was
with
like
Birds of
30
Prey.
million.
It was at 33,
A little
and everyone's
sloppy.
calling it a flop. And it's like, what the kid, chill.
Okay, can we just talk about how January was just jam-packed full of great movies, and then just February comes and it's just like, bam, nothing.
Birds of Prey and Sonic.
Sonic was like the only good one so far.
Yeah.
Both of them were good for me.
But
Okay, well, fair.
The
But you
first
can't-
half of February is like leading after January. The second half is like.
I just can't get over Bad Boys, dude. Like that movie is making so much
Yeah.
fucking
Dude,
money.
yeah.
Like
Also the
I don't
My
think-
Hero movie February.
yeah,
You're not gonna see it.
you're gonna go
If
see
that's-
Jacob and David, right?
I don't think they're gonna spend money on it.
Just
Can I get
for
my money back?
shits and giggles.
Were you able to return the ticket?
I'll probably find out if I can or not.
Okay.
If not,
Connor.
I'll do a FaceTime, dude. I'll just have my phone next to me in your seat so that you can just watch it the whole time.
Okay, and I'll just hold up my ticket and be like, I have paid for this movie.
But yeah, so that is that. Something that came out last week when we were going to see Sonic after the movie, test footage of the new Batsuit came out. What's our thoughts, guys? What do we think?
Lots of leather.
It is interesting that his, like what's it called?
The cowl.
The cowl, yeah, is stitched.
Yeah.
We haven't, there's been like a bunch of memes,
It's got like Catwoman vibes.
which I didn't realize. We don't see the ears. So like people have been like making their own ears. And
Some like teddy bear ears.
yeah, somebody did Mickey Mouse ears. Somebody had like really long ears. So like they were like, and I didn't even notice that like when I first watched the test footage that like the ears
Ew.
are hidden.
Some like human ears, but like up here.
Oh, what the fuck? But yeah, what do we think? Do we like the gun? Is that like real or is that just people like theorizing?
I think that might be people theorizing it. I'm not a huge fan of that.
Could've been a
just 'cause
Gatling gun.
it looks kind of small and like thin. I don't know. It just and like overall, I'm digging the suit. I'm digging Robert Pattinson being Batman.
Mhm.
So if this is like really the only thing wrong that I have with the suit, I can just overlook it easily.
Were you a fan of the Fat Bat?
The fat bat.
Like Ben Affleck's really like
Yeah.
Oh
gigantic.
yeah, I kind of
Thick
liked
bat.
it. I think it just kind of bode well for his Batman because he was just generally bigger Batman.
I feel like they only
he
did that.
might have been like the biggest Batman that we've gotten.
Oh,
True
by
that.
far it is. Yeah. He is
so
definitely-
I think that might have just I kind of like the fat bat.
It was also easier for them to just put the Superman logo into the fat bat,
Yeah.
which I feel like is a huge reason.
that was
why.
the reason. Yeah, it was like marketing.
Yeah.
But I like it.
It's a little weird that like you got this techie armor and then the leather.
It's
kinda feel like
colliding.
Yeah.
like with
It's a little weird.
Are you talking about with Ben Affleck's and Robert
No,
Pattinson?
No, Pattinson. Like
Okay,
his,
yeah, I
like
was
his
about to
hat is like this. Like the cowl we
Because
said looks
you
homemade.
see the tech and you think like I get huge Arkham vibes and I want to see like super long ears from that and like it's more like I guess it is leather but it's more like a bulletproof looking material. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like when you look at the Arkham Batman, you don't think like the leather mask. It's more yeah. Without like the material that they used for Christian Bale's Batman.
When I first like saw like the red lighting, I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck Batman Beyond, let's fucking go."
Huge Batman Beyond. Feel.
So
Could you? And if
maybe
they
they'll
do
take
the-
like story elements of
if
it.
they do the
but,
white eyes and like Deadpool it maybe.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's awesome that like things are coming out. There'll probably be some footage shown at Comic-Con that we will not be able to see unless it's recorded on a phone. But yeah, overall it's really cool. I can't wait till we get to see like photos of the villains and Catwoman, what everybody looks like.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking of Anne Hathaway's Catwoman again.
Speaking of, I guess you guys, this like would just drop today. I'll pull up a picture. Tom Hardy shared first look of not Carnage, but Cletus. Woody Harrelson on set. He's wearing like a nice Hawaiian shirt. He's got
Okay.
like the orange hair going again. I love Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson is pretty great.
He's pretty, like after like I always enjoyed him, but then after like seeing him in Zombieland 2, I was like, fuck, he still has it.
Yeah.
Like he still has the humor. He can carry a movie. So
I
I hope he doesn't deliver all of his lines as cliche as that line was at the end of Venom.
He will. I think that was just more like, hey, if you guys haven't fucking realized yet, I'm gonna be Carnage.
Every single line is just those 4 words. There's gonna be carnage.
But yeah, so
God, I cringe.
Would you
at
like
that.
paper or plastic? There's gonna be carnage. That doesn't answer my question, sir.
that is awesome. I'm excited to. Shit, that comes out this fall, right?
Does it?
I always forget. Does that movie coming out this fall? Look up that.
If the ambulance outside could pipe down, that'd be great.
Because if that's the case, like shit, we're gonna get a trailer soon then. Because But if it comes out next year, I'll be sad because I'm feeling it's coming out this year.
It comes out October 2nd
Ooh.
of this year.
So that means we'll probably get something around Morbius when Morbius gets released, or because it just says summer, right? Morbius is just summer as of now.
What if there's an end credit scene?
Oh, there has to be.
Connect these universes, Sony.
Or he's in that movie and we find out how he ends up in prison at the end of Venom. Like it could be like an origin for him if we don't explore that in Venom 2. So
Am I fucking dumb? It's Morpheus, right? The name of the vampire?
Morpheus is
Morbius.
Morpheus is what?
Matrix.
We just watched The Matrix last week.
That's
for
why I'm
the
getting
first time.
fucking confused.
I'm excited to watch the other
31st,
two.
2020.
All right, that might be a little late to show
Yeah, trailer.
a trailer, but we'll probably get something sooner. Probably
Comic-Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con or just drops randomly.
Comic-Con's June, right?
Usually it's like, yeah, it's my parent. It's like the last week of June.
I don't think it would come out. I feel like it would come out like a month or two before that, maybe May or something.
Yeah.
I mean, when did we get Black Widow? Was that December?
No, you know what though? Because I remember like the
It's usually
really
like
big
6
year when
months,
Batman
5
v
months.
Superman, the first trailer, like the Do You Bleed trailer, like when they were just out there in the rain, that dropped on Comic-Con.
You're gonna.
And then that movie came out like in November, October time. So
But this is like second day of October, so
I think Ace is a good, not Ace. I'm just thinking my convention. I think Comic Con
they could
is
do Ace. Ace is kind of up and coming.
Ace
Nope.
could get there.
E3. Calling it.
Honestly,
E3 needs some
is just
stuff.
like we need more stuff. Bring in the movies.
But I got that. So, a good segue to talk about the rumored price of PlayStation 5, which is reportedly $450. I don't see how people are freaking out about it.
Wasn't the PS4
Yeah.
400?
Yeah.
And
Like-
I guess like for me, we don't know a whole lot about it really because like PlayStation is still kind of keeping it under wraps. So when I see what they detail it with, like backwards compatibility, supporting at least PS4 is the mandatory, but then also PS3 would be dope. Anything else before that would just be, it's about damn time.
Matt needs to get a PS5 to finally fully experience his PlayStation 4 games without
Honestly.
overheating.
Yeah.
And
even watch the 4K movies that he bought.
then it needs to have a 4K player, updated card graphics and everything. So I feel like if this is going to be the powerhouse that they're talking about, then I feel like $450 is still relatively cheap.
Yeah, I think, because did Xbox announce theirs?
I don't
Price?
know. But I remember when the Xbox One came out, it was $500.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I mean, still $50 less than the old generation when it first came out. You can't really fucking complain about that.
No. And like, I don't know. I think like when you hear this, that like they're struggling, like trying to find a price, like I feel like they are really trying to make it worth it, and they
Yeah.
want to reach to as many people as possible.
Trying to find that compromise.
Yeah, because when you release your gaming system for $400, like when your competitor releases for $500, you're like, fuck you guys. Like, because, I don't know anything about building something like that and how much it costs and how much profit you make out of it. But like, it just shows right there that PlayStation didn't need that extra $100.
No.
Like they weren't as, like, I don't want to say it, but they weren't as greedy, or they didn't want to make much of a profit as Xbox does. So here I feel like they're trying to do the same thing. They're like, we still need to make money, but we don't need, obviously we have one of the best gaming systems of all time. We don't need to rack up the price. So hopefully it's just not the design that is all the leaked photos.
Honestly, I feel like when they released the announcement for the price for the PS4, I feel like they waited for Xbox to do theirs first, because there was a video of Xbox saying, oh, it's going to be $500. Everyone just fucking dead quiet. PlayStation heard that news and were like, go, 400. And they're just like, it's going to be $400. And the crowd just goes fucking ballistic.
Like they probably have like the two separate videos, kind of like how with like the Super Bowl they have like the two commercials ready for whatever team wins.
Yeah.
So like
and they have
whenever
all this
Xbox
stuff.
does it.
Well,
And maybe
and
they
then-
want the freedom of not being at E3, so they see what Microsoft does, and then like, all right, fix the state of play right now.
Yeah.
Change it.
For the Academy Awards and Golden Globes, they have an award for each one. Like Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Everything.
Yeah.
Have every actor, so you can't find out who it is until the moment that they win. So, but yeah, PlayStation 5 comes out this holiday season.
I just want a release date.
I just want to see it.
That's the biggest thing.
I just want to. I want an official picture. I don't need a price. I don't need a release date. I just want to look at it and be like, that's sexy.
Price is
oh,
like
fuck.
whatever. I want a couple games of what's going to be on release day or launch day.
Dude, what if they fucking drop like Spider-Man 2?
Ooh.
Like, I don't think God of War 2 is doable, but Spider-Man 2 I can see.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Didn't Spider-Man come out after God of War?
I think
Same
it came
year,
out, yes,
but-
it's around the same time.
Yeah, but for sure. Oh,
Yeah, because it came out in like first half. Spider-Man came out second half.
I do remember playing Spider-Man in the fall.
Yeah, because I remember we went to their apartment on Cinco de Mayo, and Ariel was playing God of War.
That's right.
Their first
But for me, what I want is a release day, games at launch. I want to see a look at the PlayStation itself, and I want to see a look at the controller.
I love my controller. I don't really want it to change.
Except for the light.
The light isn't bad if my TV is elevated, so it's not going to hit it. So that's not bad. But I mean, the touchpad is fucking pointless. But what else would you put there, I guess? Like
A screen?
that's too much.
Yeah.
Did they already drop what the new controller is going to look like?
Kind of. I haven't really seen a clear picture of it, like what it actually is going to look like.
Oh, it wasn't like the patent for it dropped? So you saw like the actual blueprints of it?
Yeah.
I think so.
That was what it was, but
It just looks like that controller, but without those two things.
yeah. Any final thoughts on that before I move on?
No.
No? All right, sweet.
Make it stand up like the Xbox.
So have you guys seen American Hustle or like Silver Lining Playbook, The Fighter, any of those movies?
I've seen everything but The Fighter.
Okay. Really, I haven't seen The Fighter.
I think I wanted to, but I think I just didn't get
It's
through
really
it with you
good.
guys.
Christian Bale won Best Supporting Actor. David O. Russell is the director of all those movies. They're all really good. He's a really good, real story character director, and he's finally doing another project. It's been like almost 6 years since he's made Joy. I think it was his last movie he made. And so far, Christian Bale is attached, who's been in the last few. Margot Robbie and Michael B. Jordan. So
Oh.
Damn.
no idea what the story is going to
It's going to
be.
be a powerhouse of a fucking
But
story.
I mean, American Hustle is like stacked with people. You have Jennifer Lawrence,
People
Christian
hated that
Bale,
movie, but
Bradley Cooper.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't.
Hated it?
I don't know.
It wasn't my favorite. I would like to rewatch it. I enjoyed it just for the acting alone. But
Yeah.
The Fighter, dude, Mark Wahlberg, Christian Bale, like that is. Ooh, Amy Adams. Oh my fucking god. Boxing also, like it's just really good.
Boxing.
It's a really good story. So I just found that out today, and I was like, oh, here's my ticket. Like here, I'm excited already. I'll go see it.
Batman and Harley Quinn take on the Human Torch.
I'm gonna save this for last because Disney sucks. So Taika Waititi is unsure if he's gonna be able to direct the live action Akira.
What?
Apparently, it got pushed 2 years, and he says that he doesn't want. He said it looks like it's gonna be interfering with other projects that he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
So he's pretty much like I don't think I'm gonna make it. I will support whatever director does make it. It just kind of sucks. So
It does suck, but it's nice that he's not being forced into a project.
Right.
It's because him saying it kind of interferes with projects that I want to do. It's like, okay, cool. So we'll still get some of your passion projects. Akira might not be that, but if this director's hit like a writer's block or something, he could just, hey, Taika, what should I do? And Taika's like, I got you.
exactly. So it really sucks. I still need to see the cartoon.
Yeah, me too.
I've never seen it. Have you
The
seen it?
anime?
Yeah, cartoon, anime,
Jesus
Titanic.
Christ.
Sorry. Anyways,
We're not fucking weebs.
But like that, hopefully the new director they do find is as passionate to it as Taika. Because that was a huge drawing point and why we were confident that Taika was going to do a good job because of how much he loves Akira.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's my biggest concern.
Yeah, hopefully it's not Michael Bay.
Yeah. If this looks like a Netflix anime live action adaptation,
We're in trouble.
look at you, Death Note.
So I forget about Jurassic World 3 and that it's coming out next year.
Yeah, I saw you bring out the Jurassic Park trilogy. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's a movie. And then I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's right. We got like a little short film about it like a couple months ago.
That
Yeah.
was better than both movies combined. Better than the second one.
Have you seen the second one? It had that really heartbreaking scene at the dock. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
At the same time, though, the John Deere advertisement with the same scene. So,
Moves like a John Deere.
2 actors that did not appear in the second one, Jake Johnson and Omar Sy, that were in the first one, are reprising their roles. And I'm like, bet, because I like both of those guys. Omar played one of like the wranglers that helped out Chris Pratt. And then Jake Johnson is like the dude that like the tech supporter that was like crushing on the one girl, but like fell flat. He's like stayed.
And he had like all the little action figures and everything. Okay,
so
yeah,
he's
really
coming
cool.
back as well. So just some news that I found of that, and then also just the fact is like, oh yeah, that's coming out. Like,
it's definitely taking like a bit longer from when.
well, I think all of the drama with him being attached to Star Wars and then not doing Star Wars.
Who?
Colin.
Oh,
Raro, I think is how you say his last name.
okay.
Yeah, he was attached to do Last Stars, and then he
People
didn't.
get a Star Wars movie. Just let Michael Bay do one. Might as well.
Bros, we are currently 4 days away from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the final season.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's exciting.
I had to do math.
Has anybody seen Escape from New York here of Kurt Russell?
Ugh.
I don't think so. I don't think I've really seen that many Kurt Russell movies, which is a shame.
He's got like an eye patch. It's like
Right, yeah.
It has like Statue of Liberty like crushed behind him. Anyways, I guess they're rebooting the movie. Of course they are. Shocking. But they're going to use his son. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like,
Hey.
so like, you know, here's the father's movie. Now here's the son movie. Probably not going to be as good just because I think John Carpenter in some ways attached to the original.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he directed or produced it or wrote it, but I think he's attached for sure.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Or our son in his movie. It's a fucking meme.
There's
like,
potential. I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Kind of sounded like him.
What?
Just Kurt Russell.
What?
You did.
Are you his son?
Yeah. I don't know. You
Honestly, I fucking could be. He
when
could
you
just
were
fucking
when you were
left me
when you
one
were
day.
saying that, I could hear it.
You
Thanks.
kind of rock the hair when your hair gets long.
The Thing is my favorite movie, so it's
Cover one of your eyes.
I can see it. But yeah, I still would like to see that because there's that one, and then I think there's Escape from L.A. So
Battle for LA.
Battle LA.
No.
We need another movie of those.
Dude,
Another-
where's our World War Z?
Yeah, they're trying to build that world.
Where's our World War Y? Get it? Because it's like it's the letter before the. Is it the letter before the X?
So-
No,
Yeah.
and is the next letter before Z.
Oh my gosh.
Y and Z.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Harrison Ford, he's been pushing marketing for the fucking Into the Wild movie because that's coming out soon.
Call of the Wild.
Yeah, Call of the Wild. And I guess somebody asked him, where the hell is Indiana Jones 5? And he said filming starts in about 2 months.
Oh,
Okay.
well, wow.
So I guess it's really happening.
LaBouffe better be in it.
Yeah, he should be in it.
He's his son, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then, yeah.
Yes.
What? Yeah, you can't do a movie with old Indiana Jones.
He
It's gonna be rough.
Sucked into the crystal skull. Blah blah blah. He can't be in it. I don't know.
Like,
I forgot what happened at the end of the fourth one.
and like, I think I talked about it in the last podcast. Like, Kathleen said it's not going to be a reboot. And
I would hope it wouldn't be a reboot.
Yeah.
Right?
How the fuck are you going to reboot it with fucking 80-year-old Harrison Ford?
All CGI.
I don't know.
It's actually being made by Illumination.
I know when I just read that, I was like, oh shit. Like, okay. So that was some news. Hopefully we get like a photo of him, and instead of a whip, it's like a cane. Now he just has a cane and he just beats people.
So-
with
No,
that.
Wait, Kathleen
it's like
Kennedy.
the Byleth sword. It's a cane, but he can like use as a whip.
There you go.
Extends.
Oh my god, I want to play Smash. Anyways, so Kathleen Kennedy did confirm that Indiana Jones is in production.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was just Harrison Ford finally going off his rocker.
No. It is
Are
definitely
you
a
happy?
thing.
Now go see my dog movie.
It's just kind of been in like limbo for quite a while. The movie is. Also, I found out there was a funny thing. This guy was interviewing him, and he was like, "So I have some like fan questions here," and you see Harrison Ford get so uncomfortable because like it's gonna be about Star Wars, and he's like, "I got a tweet here from Mark Hamill asking." Did you become cool before Star Wars or after? It was so funny. But it was just like his like initial reaction to the fan question, he was like, "Oh my, here we go, fucking Star Wars." I feel so bad for him because I guess when I think of Harrison Ford, I think of Indiana Jones first. So
I think of Han Solo.
I think it's a give or take. I just think because he's like the main star of Indiana Jones,
Right.
like he is the lead. So that's why I think of that first, then Han Solo. But
Now, if you told me, oh yeah, I really like Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones, I'm like, oh, you like The Fugitive?
hell yeah, what were you gonna say?
What is his relationship with Mark Hamill? I haven't really seen them interact in real time before.
They're just like buddies.
I would
they
hope
be
so.
buddies.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I think they're just buddies. Yeah, I think they have fun together.
Mhm.
Just sitting in.
Just two
like,
dads.
just-
Like how,
yeah.
how many
outside
times have you
grilling
seen
on
them
their
together?
Naggies.
I mean, just like promotional stuff, like photos, and I mean,
I like to imagine the relationship is like that picture of Henry Cavill posing for a picture, and then Jason Momoa is in the background about to tackle him. You know the one?
yeah. Oh man, that's never gonna be seen together.
It's a shame Jason Momoa got cancer and lost all that weight in his hair.
It says
plays
that
guitar
Henry's
still,
not
though.
Superman anymore. So we kind of talked about it about like Disney doing like reboots and stuff and like live action movies. So it's a rumor that Disney is developing a live action Rapunzel movie, but there's no details if it's going to be related to Tangled or not.
Right.
So like they don't know if they're pretty much just going to retell Tangled or if they're just going to do another live action.
I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother would rather have a Tangled 2.
Right,
Than a
that's what I'm
live-action
saying. Like
Tangled.
we don't need a live action Tangled.
We got a Frozen 2. I feel like people like Tangled more than Frozen. The more cultured
Dude,
people like Tangled.
we need another Big Hero 6 movie.
Yeah, I don't really know if that's going to happen.
That's a shame because I feel like that is really kind of one of the more emotionally influential movies for.
I think
A lot of
Zootopia
people.
is the one that's been the most, for
Mhm.
me at least. Like out of all of them that I watched, I was
To
like,
be
damn.
fair, we are boys. So Big Hero 6 would be the one we're leaning to, where a lot of girls would be leaning to Tangled.
I haven't seen Tangled.
having the connection
I heard
with
it is
Tangled.
really good. I would like to see it one day. But my favorite Disney
Little
animated
Chameleon?
Meet the Robinsons. That's my favorite one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But so this is only the beginning of them. When are we going to get a live action Frozen? And when do we know it's going to suck? Because you just
Who would be live action Elsa?
you got Kristen Bell, the girl that. No, she's Anna. Never mind. Damn
exactly.
it.
I mean,
Fuck.
she could play Anna. Just give her some red hair.
I have no idea. It's not gonna be the same voice, so
Adina Menzel.
yeah. I don't know.
And then Adam Sandler comes in, he's like, baby, give me another shot. And she's just like, let it go. Sorry, I'm done.
So, Aladdin 2 is officially in development.
Okay.
Live action. Have no idea if it's gonna be. Is it Prince of Thieves? Is that the next one?
Yeah, it better be that.
No, Return of Jafar. That's the sequel.
I want the one with the hand in his dad.
That's the third one, Prince of Thieves. And just leave him alone, Disney. But Guy Ritchie is rumored to return as director. If you're not going to give him more creative power, just let him go. Let him just make another gentleman movie. But I don't know if it's going to be taking from those two other movies or if it's going to be its own thing. We're getting that stupid Disney Plus spinoff movie of the one Arabian white prince dude, whatever his name was.
Oh, yeah.
That was
The Dutch
violent.
guy.
Yes, the Dutch guy.
Arabian prince.
But yeah, so that's just fuck it. Like that's just whatever.
Yeah.
This would be interesting because if this is like Return of Jafar, then this is our first live action sequel.
Straight to VHS sequel. Like, are we gonna get there? Are we gonna get like Lion King 1.5? I would see that.
Is the quality of the VHS ones going to drop just like the animation quality dropped for those?
I mean, that's why like I thought like they would be
It looks like a
perfect. Like,
Lifetime
if they
movie.
really needed to do the straight to VHS as Disney Plus movies.
Mm-hmm.
But then they did Lady and the Tramp, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I guess like those kind of movies also, there's no story there. It's just an extended like short, pretty much. Somehow they made Dumbo into one, which is still my favorite. But
Yeah, still a great movie. Go see it, everybody. Call it.
here's my last piece of news. Which when I read this, I was like, how much money did they pay this man? Because he's been out of Hollywood for almost 20 years.
Rick James.
First name Rick.
Rick Baker.
No.
Why?
Rick Ross.
No.
Rick Flair.
Jesus.
Goodness, that spike. But no.
He's in a
Any more
Hummus commercial.
guesses?
That's about it.
Rick.
Rick.
Spaceballs.
Oh, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Ricky Gervais.
Yes. Rick Moranis. Disney
Was not gonna
convinced
get
him to
that.
come out of retirement to reprise his role for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Damn.
So I put a little question. I was like, how many millions of dollars did they give this man? Because he's been, I wouldn't say stubborn. He's just been stern. He's just like, because I think, I'm going to totally butcher it, but when I was doing research, I think like his wife died.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard.
And
He's
he
raising
just
his
wanted to
family.
raise his family. And that's what he's been doing for like the last almost 20 years. So for him to
Maybe-
come back now
To be fair, all the kids should be grown up now.
for
That's
Disney.
what I'm saying. Maybe he's just like, okay, I'm still not ready to get 100% back into acting, but I could do some light roles.
Well, then I'm just saying, like, didn't make an appearance in Ghostbusters.
He might. We haven't seen a
We don't
real
know.
full trailer yet.
But like, I feel like it'd be like it's cameo, and it'd be like fucking hidden as fuck.
I feel like if we did see it in Ghostbusters, they won't put it in the trailer.
No,
I feel like they would just like, go see the movie and you might see him.
I love the man. Like, he is great in Ghostbusters. He is great in Spaceballs. He's great in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He's like a staple character in the 80s. Like, when you
Yeah.
think of 80s actors, you know, that didn't become famous, like today's standards, like there are some actors that just were in a bunch of 80s movies, and he is definitely like
He's just
top
like one of
tier.
He's like one of those household names where it's
Yeah.
just like somebody's just like, can you pass me the mashed potatoes? And they're like, I remember Rick Moranis, and everybody's like, oh yeah,
He was so good in Ghostbuster. I love the scene when he's running like in Central Park, and there's like that reception, and he's like banging on the door, and like it goes inside, and he's like screaming because he's getting.
Yeah, it was like a fine dining place.
Oh, it's so funny. Like, I love the man. He's great. So I don't know if this is a Disney Plus or if this is going to be like in theaters. I assume Disney Plus.
I'd be kind of okay with that. It's just like a like if you kind of think about it, like
It's just a Disney
a
Channel
Disney
movie,
Yeah, exactly.
but on Disney Plus.
Yeah, exactly.
So we just get some new ones, bigger budgets.
yeah, exactly.
Not TV actors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everything can't feel like the Lady and the Tramp.
Yes, exactly.
That was
But I mean, without
make it feel like the Mandalorian.
that is it.
Exactly.
God. Okay.
Yes.
You guys have any news?
Have you listened to the 007 song yet, Matt? I could see you trying to come up with a funny response, but nothing was coming out.
I just feel like he wanted to say exactly again.
Yes, exactly.
That's what he was waiting for. I haven't listened to it either.
What?
I'm kind of just like,
I kind of want to like I was thinking about today. I'm like,
I was like, should I just wait for the movie?
yeah, I'm like, Caleb's gonna ask me, and I'm gonna be like, no, I haven't listened to it yet.
They're
And
gonna
I'm-
spoil it in the next trailer. Calling it.
But still, like, it's not like the full song.
right, and like I feel like the thing with the song is like you have to watch it with the opening intro and being like, okay, this ties together nicely.
Because it's always like,
Nah, it's already pretty good.
like movies, like musicals or like just soundtracks get released before the movie comes out, and I'm just like, I don't want to listen to it before because I want to have the impact of seeing what the song is paired with.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, with Skyfall and with the Writings on the Wall by Sam Smith, it's just like both of those songs during the title sequence had some moment where like that big powerful moment came in and like it kind of paired up nicely, and you're just like, fuck, that was pretty good, and then you're like, fuck, this song is good. So I'm just kind of waiting for that.
Also, I would love to be the person that has the opening credit job for the James Bond movies.
Right.
Like, that'd be such a fun job to do because you're pretty much just layering out the entire movie. Like,
Yeah,
what's going
Guys, we got a
down.
whole team on that.
Yeah. But
pretty
is
good.
it good?
It's I never really thought about it because when we heard that she's gonna write it and perform it, I thought she was writing the whole song, like making the song.
Mhm.
That's not the case.
Ah.
It's obvious that the studio gave her the song. They're like, put lyrics onto this.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I feel like that'd be a lot harder.
I mean, that's how the music industry works. You have a producer, and they're like, all right, here's your beat. And then they make the lyrics to the beat, usually.
I guess that makes sense.
Right? I mean, there's a lot of times, like Taylor Swift, she writes, well, not all of them, but like artists like her and stuff that like play instruments, they make all of that too. It's not the case for every song with every
I'm
artist.
just not
but yeah.
musically talented. So
That was the whole thing, like
Exactly.
Rocket Man. Like, I guess the reason that movie was to show that like Elton John could make the music, but his buddy was the one who like wrote the lyrics.
Mhm.
So
It's like every artist works in their own way. Some need a producer, some need a lyricist, some don't. It just
that's like
varies.
the saddest when you find out like somebody has like such great lyrics and you find out that they don't write it, or like the song was not
Right.
connected to them in any way. And you're like, wow, this song means nothing now since it meant nothing
like
to
the
you.
episode of Family Guy where Stewie and Brian find out that that old lady who wrote that one Snowbird song didn't actually write it, and they just kind of fucking held her hostage in her own house.
Goodness, what season was this?
I don't know.
I think we're going to talk about the episode where Peter plays the keyboard. Pretends to play the keyboard, and the guy's like, hey, this guy's a big phony. That's a whole lip syncing controversy.
Any other news before we move on to the big topic?
What's the big topic?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, well, I gotta go.
Oh, well, bye.
Okay, bye, everybody. I love you.
With the car that he doesn't have.
I was going to take my car.
Okay. And I'll just drop you off to your
Yeah,
car.
when you go to work. All right, bye,
Okay.
Matt. Have
Bye,
fun at
Matt.
work. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining the news section. I'll see you later. Watch The Outsider.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I think he's still there.
Yes, exactly.
Can't wait for that.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to be here for like the next 30 minutes talking about. Oh, bye. Oh, okay. Switching. Well, how's it going, everybody? We should have intermission music. Like when, like, you know, like the cable goes out and it's just that generic, like, cha-cha kind of
I
music.
like the Wii Shop.
Yeah. But
Elevator music.
so, all spoilers. Sonic the Hedgehog. Go.
Tails is so freaking cute.
I know. It was so hard to not say that. Because, like, if there's one thing to take away from this movie, it's, holy fuck, we're trying to build a universe here.
Hopefully.
I mean, this movie's been, after the promising, like, box office
Yeah.
of making almost 70 million in 4 days, I think Paramount's like, shit, we got something here. We played it. You played it safe, a little too safe, but you did it. You did a good job. Scratch the fart jokes.
Please.
Give us some more video game stuff.
Hopefully
And
Jim Carrey's still along for it. It looked like he had fun.
Yes.
And he seems to be enjoying it.
Well, like I watched some interviews and he was like, pretty much, he was like, I'm so happy I got to make a movie like this. He's like, the last like few movies I've done have been a little more serious, and obviously
Right.
the show he's in is a little more serious, and so he's pretty much was happy that he got to just like,
And he needed that break. He needed these serious movies.
yeah,
And now he needs to go back to comedy.
goes back, and so I guess we'll just start off in the beginning.
Have you heard about the controversy with Jim Carrey? A little bit of controversy.
About this movie or just in general?
Like something he said during one of the interviews.
Oh gosh, no.
There's this attractive interviewer, and she's like, is there anything else left on your bucket list? Blah, blah. And he just goes, you.
Ah, come on,
You.
come on.
The way it sounds in the interview makes it sound like he's just like saying this interview with you is the last thing on my bucket list. People are like, oh, he's such a sleaze bag, misogynist, just wants to sleep with you. It's Jim Carrey. Don't
It's
read into
Jim
it.
fucking Carrey. Leave him alone. He went through a lot in the mid 2000s.
And he was just so wholesome about it. He's like, you. That's it. That's all it was. Jim Carrey is all about in the moment, being
Have
okay.
you seen the clip where he does the Grinch face?
Yeah.
I saw that, and
That's on so many thumbnails.
like the fact that like the response of that person was like, "Oh, I thought it was makeup." It's just like, damn, like that'd be hard to make that face and then act. I guess making that face though would help you get into character. So,
I mean, he's not doing it all the time either.
but still, that the fact that he could do it, it's like shit.
It's like the whole Yennefer thing. You know, like
Jennifer.
Yennefer.
Anyways, let's talk about the very interesting new lore of Sonic's origins.
Yeah, fuck, what was his name? Littlefeather?
owl
Yeah.
creature, creepy owl that I did not like, that did not fit in the world at all.
Creepy?
I don't know, like
It was okay.
just like the fact that I guess she was just like pretty big. It just reminded me of Owl from Winnie the Pooh, and then I was just like, I kind of liked him. Like, could we just get him, like an old wise owl?
He's also huge too.
I know, but like I guess for me it was just daunting because like out of all the characters, she feels out of place.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like when you watch like Winnie the Pooh and you find out that rabbit and owl are actually creatures, they're not like stuffed animals.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little daunting when you like watch like the live action one. And so like this, you have like all like the Knuckles.
You should know that the owl should be eating the rabbit.
Right. So like in this movie, when you have like Baby Sonic and you have the Knuckles tribe, they all look
Clan,
tribe, Titanic, all the same thing. But you have them and they have like their
clan of Titanics.
their like vibrant, bright colors, and then you have this like hardcore, realistic owl like with all this jewelry on. You're like, what's going on here? Like, I guess it just kind of like conflicted each other. It just had like realistic, kind of more fantasy, and then you had like your traditional video game cartoony characters. So
I don't really get that feel that much.
no,
It was just more the shock of like, who is this?
that's like another big takeaway is like we were just thrown into this person and we have no idea what's going on.
Like, I wanted more time with Baby Sonic to just appreciate him, not to get thrown into conflict
Dude, it
right
happened
away.
so fast. Like this movie could have had like 5 more minutes of him just
Right?
rolling around. We could have seen some of the cute little creatures.
Yeah.
Like what
Like,
are they
they're
called?
freaking adorable. They might have a specific name. They probably do. But like, they're so cute because they got the tiny little bodies and bigger heads.
Yes. Why couldn't we see them?
And like the flower that he held it actually was like spiky and looked like the actual like flowers that you see in the background.
Yeah, and like I think the world could have had more of like the video game. Like I guess I just need to watch the scene again because it happens so fast. Like you are thrown into Earth with like in 4 minutes. Like it's a very fast introduction.
From Earth back to Green Hills.
Oh yeah, I
back
forgot you
to
open
Earth.
up with Earth, and I was like, of course we open up the movie with Earth. You guys don't have the balls to open up in the video game world.
Just want to throw you into the action.
Yeah, and I guess, but that's one thing I like is that it wasn't a like fish out of water story because it's established that he has been on Earth for
Yeah.
I don't know how fast he ages, but he's been on Earth for like 10 years, we'll say. So it's nice that like he's already comfortable and he already knows everybody and he's like the donut lord and the pretzel lady.
Pretzel lady.
And-
Ooh, pretzel lady. Pretzel lady.
And so I like that element that it wasn't like your typical like him just like learning how to do everything. It was
Right.
him more, I guess,
In
wishing
a way,
he-
learning some things.
Well, him realizing that he like didn't waste his time, but he just lived in fear for so long that like he wasn't able to do a lot of stuff, and now he has to
Right.
leave, and so he had like a lot of regret, and he's like, I wish I could have done a lot of stuff, and he's like, well, let's knock off your entire bucket list in this dive bar, apparently.
Which still probably isn't like the most ideal story I would have wanted because like it's not really Sonic's personality. He's always just like confident and not full of himself, but
And that's
not
like,
arrogant. But like he's
that's just like, why couldn't you have a little bit more of the video game in it? I'm shocked
Yeah.
like Stuckman didn't really bring it up. Like he didn't really bring up the whole like. I wonder if other people have the feeling like that we do, that like this was just missing video games. Like it had the characters, and that was about it. Like it had the rings, but the rings meant something different in this like story they were telling.
I think like when you think about it, like this is like its own interpretation now, and you got the video games, you got the comics, and now you got the movies. They're all on like their own thing. So it's like you look at it that way, then it's like, okay, this doesn't really have to pull from video games.
But I hope it does.
It's not really an adaptation. It's kind of its own thing now.
Like I'll be really worried if it, like I'll be excited that they'll make a second one and has Tails in it, and hopefully we'll leave Earth. But if they don't introduce the emeralds,
Right.
I'll be like, you guys.
God, I swear to God, if they give the emeralds different powers too, because like you gave Sonic, quote unquote, powers that everyone's after, that's not a thing. People aren't after Sonic for his powers.
Yeah, you gave him the Thor Ragnarok powers.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. The rings do something completely different. They're portals that highly intelligent civilizations use.
Also,
Remember that
I was kind of confused because first off, the portals open up to like the next world or something. How did they work exactly?
You have to think about it.
So how the hell did he think about going to the pyramids and going to the Great Wall of China?
I guess they're like, he's never been to San Francisco, but when he said San Francisco and the ring fell, so like he probably knows, because like we all know about the Great Wall of China and the pyramids.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but
he's been on Earth for 10 years. He's heard about them somehow,
hopefully,
right?
I mean,
we learned about them in 10 years.
Yeah, but like he's been isolated this
Or the
whole
Flash. He probably read about them in the Flash comic.
Okay, that would probably be a better example is the Flash.
And then like with the Chaos Emeralds, are the Chaos Emeralds going to work differently? Is he going to be able to well, he doesn't do that for a while, but like, is he going to be able to do that? Or is it going to be like the Chaos Emeralds actually let you turn stuff into other stuff? It's like, no. Or like, are they going to be like Infinity Stones? Like, this is the mind.
Oh my God, if they're trying to
the
do their fucking end game of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Can
have
you
to collect
imagine
them all.
Super Eggman?
I mean, you have to collect them all to get like the Super Sonic,
Yeah.
right? And so there is a form of collecting, but there's no snap. So, yeah, I guess
It's
I
still
I
weird.
want to talk about the video game story because it's so much more interesting than this story. This story is your typical kid story, and they're gonna learn a lesson to like
And like the
take risks.
The
and,
first few games didn't really have stories. It's literally just like, gotta stop Eggman. So I guess it really is kind of like the original games, because it's just stop Eggman. Not more so running from Eggman and then stopping him.
but this time he wasn't like Eggman really wasn't doing anything bad. I mean, he wanted the power.
Yeah.
But it's not like he wasn't doing anything bad until he got assigned, you know? Like, who knows? Like, if he just would have been working on his drones forever, but then when he found out about this new power, then he got addicted to finding out what that was. And so he just wanted this creature to, like, obtain his power.
Yeah.
And so it's just interesting to think that, like, that was, like, how his character was introduced. Like, he already, like, he wasn't as evil as we remember him being in the video games. And he becomes
Kind of, I guess this is kind of like an origin for his
Yeah.
evilness.
because at the end, when he's on the mushroom planet, is when, you know, he is pretty much going crazy, and his partner with a rock that he throws.
Dr. Stone. Or Mr. Stone. Like, I really hope he goes away from trying to capture Sonic and be more going against Sonic. Like, usually they work in two separate ways. Eggman isn't going after Sonic. Eggman's trying to do his own thing, and Sonic gets involved, and he's trying to kill Sonic so he can do his plan. Not him going after Sonic.
Yeah, he doesn't really
for
care
his
about
power.
Sonic.
Yeah, he just wants him to not meddle in his stuff.
And
So
so,
if he
like,
can go away from that and he builds his own stuff.
if we're theorizing about what a sequel could be in his story, like, you said that Mushroom World is like canon? Like, that's a...
There's like a mushroom zone, but like it's on Mobius.
Okay.
Like it should be, but this is like its own world. You know what I mean? Like you have like the casino place, you have Green Hill Zone, you got the sanctuary place. So it's like you got these different zones, and usually they're all on Mobius. But
Gotcha.
Looks
So
like they just took this and made its own.
its own planet.
Yeah, and maybe that is its own planet. But I think it's Sonic 2 or 3 has like a mushroom looking place. Doesn't look anything like that. It's actually pretty dope looking. Oh, my phone's over there.
So...
I do think it kind of was a jab at Mario in a way, because he did say like, who'd want to live here? It's so lame, blah, blah, blah. You think Mario, the symbol for Mario is a mushroom.
Yeah, mushroom, pretty much. But that's not what I imagine the Mushroom Kingdom looking like.
No,
So,
not at all.
The Mushroom Kingdom is just a name, really, not an actual place.
Yeah, and there's like little mushroom guys that walk around. Little toes.
I want to theorize, but I guess we should just talk about more highlights in the movies. I'm just trying to think. I guess, we both
Jokes are
really,
great.
we really didn't care for the Quicksilver sequence.
I was fine with it.
I thought it just kind of dragged on too long, and
I thought it was more fun because it felt like he did more. And with the Quicksilver ones, there was a little more movement where like Sonic, like they're completely still. So I guess he's able to do a little bit more. I don't know. I liked him.
I like, as much as I love X Ambassadors, and like I was like, oh, I didn't know you guys had a song in here. I just thought like it wasn't like, it didn't mesh well. Like it did, but it didn't at the same time. Like I think, I don't know. Like I thought it was okay. I think they could have just cut like 20 seconds off or something. Because at one point I was just like, okay, I get it. Like you're doing a bunch. It's going to be like a domino effect, and everything is going to eventually collapse. But like, let's just get to that point already.
Second one was kind of fun with the missiles. Were there only 2?
Yeah, there was only 2.
And then when Eggman activates the thing, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That was cool.
The product placement, it was there. It was hilarious.
It's not as funny as Mark Wahlberg's Bud Light moment.
No. I mean, that's like literally a commercial. That or J.K. Simmons Dunkin' Donuts commercial in Patriot Day. But
The Olive Garden one was fun.
no, I don't mind the Olive Garden one. I mean, him saying the catchphrase is pretty cringy, but the officer giving him the gift card, I thought that was a funny payoff.
Have you had their bottomless pasta?
The Zillow, though, that one just killed me. Like, I was just like, fucking Zillow. Like, it was so, like, it was more forced advertisement. Like, I feel like they couldn't really find a joke.
We're going to get to a point where the actor looks at the screen and they go, if you use the code Sonic64.
But, like, at least, like, the Olive Garden, they were, like, jokes that you could laugh at. The Zillow was just like, oh, yeah, I was just looking at apartments in San Francisco on Zillow. And I was like, wow, that was bad. Like, at least there were jokes with the Olive Garden one. So, were those the only 2 prominent product placements?
The only big ones, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You probably saw other ones that didn't get pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One was super funny, one was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, all the acting around, everybody was really good. Like, the cop that was
Wade.
Like, Wade. He was good. I'm trying to think of like another actor I could have seen.
God, the
like,
part
do a
when
better
like the dude had the
performance.
chainsaw out and the guy's gun was right there, and it's like he could chop his hands off right now, and then he's just like, put that over there.
Put that over there. Yeah, that part was pretty funny.
Squirrels are back. Sonic.
I wish.
Ben Schwartz.
Dude, like I think we talked about it in the initial reaction, but like there are just some moments where like Sonic looks so adorable, and I'm like, holy fuck, I want to see the version with the Demon Nightmare.
Right?
Like I want to.
And what Tails would have looked like?
Oh, I couldn't even imagine. It literally would have been like it would have been Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's what it would have been. Just a claymation skinny fox.
And like him sitting on the rock in the middle, just all by himself. That's Tails. He just pops.
Oh, it would look like it would be the meme of like the fox on crack cocaine, you know?
Yeah, that
like
one,
that,
yeah.
like crazy, just disgusting. Look, that'd be Tails. That's Tails. No, it just blows my mind. Like everybody's talking about it, like the redesign, how it like saved this movie, and like how the internet had such a big influence. But like, dude, we were fucking right. Like this movie, it would have not worked for me. Like if that. Like, it probably would have gotten, like, an F, you know? Like you said, if we saw this movie with that Sonic changed everything. Because
the story was always going to be generic, but it really got elevated with the charm and the look of Sonic.
And, like, yes, like, Jim Carrey scenes, they would have been funny. But, like, even just, like, thinking, like, he is interested in the Demon Sonic would be, like, a turnoff to those scenes of Jim Carrey. Because just like, why are you... I would just want to kill that thing. I don't want it. Like, it's creepy.
Or, like, the scene where James puts him in the little cage. It's like, it's cute. He's put him in there. Whereas, like, he's like, Demon, he's like, oh, yeah, put that thing away. And then when it opens the cage, it's like, no!
Get back in there!
Yeah.
Because he looks so fucking cute when he's the Sonic we know and love. Because he has his big eyes.
Right?
And
then when he's poofy,
oh, yeah.
God, what would that look like?
Could you even do it?
Or in the towel, there's a fish on my head. I'm wet. I'm cold.
Yeah, that was a good joke. Oh man, I couldn't imagine. I want to watch that trailer again now because like It's
I really hope that the company that went bankrupt doesn't stop the opportunity of the second one from being made. Hopefully they can be hired or bought by Paramount or working somehow.
Like full circle here. We bitched about this trailer last year and everybody was like, this is awful. Redesign it. We get a trailer for Cats. Everybody's like, this is awful. They don't redesign it. That movie gets fucking slammed. Now this movie gets praise. So look who's laughing now, Cats.
I don't know if there's any way you could have saved Cats unless they were actual cats.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You say it comes full circle? You know what else is a circle? A ring.
A ring.
A donut hole.
I was going to say a donut hole. That's what I was going to say, but I was like, oh, wait, no, Sonic.
I still can't get over that. Like,
Donut Lord, I guess.
That whole thing of like every civilization uses rings as transportation. So this isn't just you?
I guess not.
I mean, because rings are on Earth as well. Because I looked it up. The Sonic Adventure games and other games that have humans in them are on Earth.
Okay.
So rings are on Earth as well. But it's like, I don't know really how you would write in just normal rings, I guess. Just for little slapstick puns of Sonic hitting a wall and rings flying everywhere. With the iconic sound that you hear in every gas station when you buy something.
You only get it in the beginning with instead of the stars, it's the rings for the Paramount company logo.
So that's still a little weird. Still unsure how they're going to tie in the emeralds.
I will say this movie, the trailer pretty much showed every scene, I feel like. Or like at least the thought of every scene. Like you stay at the bar for quite a while. Like a lot goes
too long.
Yeah, a lot goes on at the bar. Then you even see like the shot of him like in the towels at the hotel. You see the car chase scene. Like I'm saying, like I feel like you see a lot of the movie when you don't think you do.
It's a short movie. It's only an hour and a half.
Like I just feel like there are some movies where you're watching a trailer and you're just like, "Fuck, you're showing way too much," and then you go in and you're right, and you're like, "Damn, you show way too much." But then there's trailers like this where you don't think they're showing too much, but then you go and you're like, "Oh man, you really did show quite a lot." Like. Because even like
it was only really until now you think about it. Because you don't, at the end of the movie, you didn't really.
Well, I mean, like I think it was like the most recent trailer where James, he like, Dr. Eggman's like, why would you want to protect him? He's like, because he's my friend. I'm like, obviously that's the final. Like that, if anything, that was like the one shot where it was like, why are you showing the climax like right now? But other than that, like I guess
I do that way too much.
I guess I kind of thought, like going in, I kind of thought we were gonna get like a little more video game world, you know, like a little more green and not Green Hill America.
Green
Earth.
Hills, Montana.
Yeah, we're going to get Green Hill Zone in the game, but we didn't.
God, why couldn't Sonic just learn how to use a map? It's really it. James has a map. Could have just handed it to Sonic. That's how you get to San Francisco.
Oh, did you find it interesting that the little girl had Sonic shoes?
That were definitely not her size.
Definitely not her size, and
maybe.
definitely like not shoes that you could buy.
JoJo and her mom were funny. That was a funny sequence. Catch me, JoJo.
Yeah, catch me, JoJo. Oh yeah,
put on my Fitbit.
She was funny. But I think we talked about like why the hell did she hate him so much?
Right? It's because he's white.
Yeah, because he's white. I don't know.
And all white men are the devil. The white devil and the blue devil working together.
But yeah, she was pretty funny.
Or because he's a cop.
And wasn't there like a cutaway to her still?
He's a white cop.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't
there a cutaway of her still tied up? Like they realized that she was still tied up and like cut to her.
Yeah, that's when she was running around. They made the Fitbit joke.
Yeah, that's right.
When she said she had to pee like 10 hours ago. It turned to night really fast.
Yeah.
One thing it's not that I'm not a huge fan of. It's just okay. I thought the aesthetic of Dr. Eggman's like robots and stuff were fine. They were kind of generic. They didn't feel like
they weren't cartoony.
His robots. I mean, the cartooniness. They didn't have like the colors. None of his robots are just like white and got white and black. I mean, he's got like the futuristic ones in the more recent games, but they still look like some badniks. I want to see like the stereotypical ones with the the blue eyes, the red body, the pointy nose. You know what I'm talking about? The dippy
Yeah,
looking ones.
Yeah. Like the creatures. They look like actual creatures.
Or like the dude that's like a beetle that's one wheel.
Or you got like the guy that's like he's like a worm and bounces around. He has like little bombs attached to him. Fuck that guy.
The monkeys that hang from the trees and throw bombs at you.
See, this is why I can't play the original games. I suck at them. They're just too hard. Caleb had that. We had that realization that
I can't believe you thought the Sonic Adventure games were the 2D ones.
this is the game. These are the games I hate. These 2D
But you'd get
games.
crucified for it.
Yes.
Because that's the return to form that everyone loves.
No, I like Sonic Adventure. Which
It's kind of like
what we were
Star
talking
Wars.
about.
You got your 2D original trilogy, and you got your 3D prequel people.
Look at that. Look, that's a good way to put
But I
it.
feel like there's more of a meshing in the Sonic world. Like if there's a Venn diagram, the middle part's a little bigger.
And nobody talks about Sonic 08,
06.
06. Same thing.
It's kind of charming now.
How bad it is.
Yeah.
And just the creepy human people.
Yeah, and the girl kissing Sonic. Yeah, we don't talk about that part.
Shit, I'm going to say something.
It's all right.
Also, because there were two moments. The map part was really stupid. Another part is when he runs to the building and he's like, it's locked. I can't get up there.
Those are the two plot holes. Yeah.
And then we get up there and it's fucking open. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you could run up a building. Like, I always thought that was so stupid that we needed our leads to go up there.
It's not even a straight up building. They picked a building that's tapered where he could easily just.
Like, the only reason why they wrote that is so then they could have the dramatic fall of him pushing his friends off the
Maybe,
building.
yeah.
And like, I mean, that is
Yeah.
why they wanted that. But at the same time, we knew they weren't going to die.
How do you think it would be to fall on a building that's tapered? Do you think he'd slow down enough? Like, there's a building in Chicago that I always think about. It tapers at the bottom and it has like a little one of these, like a curve. So it's like, is that enough to like catch you and like scoot you?
I mean, obviously, it could slow you down more than just falling flat.
Yeah.
But also
put, like,
the
some hay there.
momentum of the curve could launch you still. Like, it would slow you down, but I feel like you're still going too fast that like you're going to die. You're going to die regardless if you jump off a building. Please don't do it. PSA here. Don't do it.
But if there's an awning under it, aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. I love the other guys.
Yeah, didn't that just dropped on Netflix?
The other guys?
Mhm.
That's nice. Black Panther's finally going to be on Disney Plus.
Hey.
Like, I think first week of March. I don't know. Oh, yawn.
I only know that because I was trying to get Matt to watch Dragon Quest. I don't think he's gonna watch it. So
Why does he want to
rip
watch
to a
it?
reaction review. I just think he's interested in it.
Oh.
Because he hasn't played any of the games.
So, I guess, yeah, just bring up Tails again. He's super cute.
I think the actress is the same one, or at least one from the games.
It makes sense. You wouldn't just bring in a actor to do it. Just
It's Kristen Bell, so
Yeah,
a big
right.
name that we don't know about, because he wasn't in the credits as anything, which is kind of lame. Can you credit the voice actress?
yeah, like,
it is
why
one from the
not?
games?
I guess, like, I guess you could get, like, not putting it on IMDb because you didn't want a tease, like, people to be like, oh my gosh, Tails is going to be in it.
Right.
So you wanted that reveal, but
Like,
then,
they do find ways, because you could. I guess someone could see that, like, oh, this is an actress that played Tails in one of the games, and like Tails is gonna be in it. But it's like they have ways of hiding that on IMDb and then updating it.
because we watched the end credits and they were not listed at all in the credits for cast. So I was a little
Unless they're in
shocked.
like a weird
'Cause we were,
spot,
we were curious who voiced, but yeah,
they like threw him in the middle. That would
yeah,
have been weird.
I have no idea.
I like that he had one of his little devices too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, this is Tails. It feels like
And they don't know each other, right?
doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
seem
what.
like
It, yeah, it doesn't seem like they know each
sucks.
other. So,
I mean, I guess it's gonna be cute seeing like an origin of their friendship.
but
haven't really had
you're not
that.
gonna have that banter and that dynamic that you get already in the other
Not yet.
games. So,
To be fair, they don't really have like a banter.
well,
They're just kind of like Tails. They love each other. They don't really have like a anything.
oh gosh, I hope that's not a thing. I hope they don't have it's one of those like buddy cop kind of movies where like they don't get along the entire movie
Right.
and then become friends at the end. That'd be stupid.
Oh my god!
Just let them like become best friends. Like let them have a scene from Step Brothers where
Right.
they just kind of name things. They're like, oh my gosh, did we just become best friends? And then they do.
It's like the complex with Tails, at least from like the Sonic Adventure games, is that he idolizes Sonic too much, and like he needs to learn how to like believe in himself. Like that's his theme song is "Believe in Myself." This is like I need to be able to just like depend on me because Sonic's not always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they can build it up, and then be best friends with him, so he can leave James Marsden and then go back to Mobius, come back to Earth eventually. I don't know, because I want to see more Mobius.
I'm just saying, make James Marsden a storyline plot B in the second movie, and then turn him into just a character that shows up in part 3, and then they totally forget about him in part 4.
I mean, if with the fourth one, if they start introducing like the Sonic Adventure stuff, and they go back to Earth, then we can kind of like throw them in a little bit. God, if we can get the president like we do in the adventure games, and Eggman comes back, he's like, I'm gonna go to my grandfather's space colony. We're just like, what? Shadow.
Oh yeah, Shadow. I can't forget about Shadow. It'd be awesome. And Amy and Knuckles and just the whole gang, dude.
Big the cat.
The little
Rouge.
what are little like blue and yellow
Chows.
creatures? Chows. Bring
That's the
those.
confusing part. Those are chows.
And then like
spelled
the furry
CHAOS. No, I think it's the other way around. Or it's the same word. You have chows and you have chaos. The water dude from Sonic Adventure 1. And I think they're spelled the same, but pronounced differently. You got chaos and you got chows.
That's annoying,
Right?
especially
And the
for
furry dudes, I forgot the name, but they're little
the
animals.
The little slaves. You gotta free them.
We need to get that aspect. Maybe now that Eggman maybe finds a way to go to Mobius, and that's how we go back to Mobius.
I'm hoping that.
And he's like tinkered around. He's like, I know how to make robots, but I power them on this energy of the animals now.
Like here's my idea for the sequel. It opens up in Earth, and Sonic's loving his new life, living in his attic, and go ahead.
It starts with him on Mobius in an action scene, like, you're probably wondering how I got here. And then it goes back to Earth.
Honestly, if you keep the movies going like that every time,
it's just a joke,
that's the joke, fine. But no, but it opens up with like just Sonic, like the first like 10-15 minutes is him just loving his new life on Earth, and then it cuts to him like reading a Flash comic, and like Tails busting to the room, and he's like, oh my gosh, like I've been looking for you, like we need your help, like there's like this like evil scientist called Dr. Eggman who's like enslaving our planet.
Right.
And then they go to the planet, and then maybe somehow, like, if you have to bring in human characters, like James and his wife get sucked in with them, so it's the 4 of them on this new planet. And then, like, if you need to bring it back to Earth, like the final could like go back to Earth or something.
Yeah.
But like, if you could tie in that Dr. Eggman kind of took over the planet, since he might be the smartest person there. Obviously, he's the smartest person on Earth. So
he had such a superiority complex.
So if like and so then like he can be slaved. If he has robots that look like the robots from the video games, if like maybe like we reveal that he found one Chaos Emerald, like that'd be pretty cool. And then maybe like show even if
God, if we could get the Death Egg from the original games,
that'd be pretty cool.
basically the Death Star.
I want to see like the iconic, like his like menacing, like I think we see it in the end credits of the 8-bit of like his face, you know, like just like that menacing look. Like I want to see that.
Oh yeah, his logo.
Yeah, his logo. That's what I was
just
trying to look for.
plastered
Yeah,
everywhere.
it'd be so cool. And then like even like what if like he enslaved Knuckles and like his crew, and like if you want to tie in Knuckles in the second one, do you think that could work?
So I just thought of something else, but I do feel like they're going to try to do the whole Sonic 3 storyline of trying to turn Knuckles against Sonic, trying to make him look like the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Because Eggman actually tricks Knuckles a lot. I think he tricks him in like Sonic Adventure 1 as well. But I totally like forgot like the whole like inspiration for the tribe going after Sonic is like them trying to get power. So like that's the same thing as like Sonic Adventure 1 where they want chaos because they want power. So that kind of coincides with each other. Because I would assume the tribe is gone by the time Knuckles gets introduced.
Mm-hmm.
They went extinct or something.
Yeah.
got killed off for their thirst for power. But that would be cool. 'Cause I keep forgetting. I don't know if Knuckles knows about his past at all. Like,
I'm just saying.
I think he's
Paramount?
like Sonic, where he gets thrown on the island. And he's like, I don't know what to do.
Just go to the hour mark of this. Hear our pitch. Hire us. We can write it. I don't know anything about Sonic really, but I can do it.
Do we know how to write basic plot structure?
We can do it.
We know how to drip feed video game elements into it more than what you give us.
Seriously, like I think if they don't take this idea that we just did, like if they just stay on Earth for a second one, because there's literally no point.
No,
you tease a new zone, a new planet at the end of this movie.
it's only because it's cheaper to film.
You
Green screen 'em
introduce Tails coming in from another world as well. So you're introducing these different worlds, these different characters. Please don't stay on Earth. That's my
I really
last
hope
thing.
they don't try to make Tails go after Sonic as well. He's like, you got power. I want to use that power and build my
gosh.
machine.
Yeah, he's like, Tails is
If
evil.
we could see the tornado, his ship, like his plane.
Oh, yes. That'd be pretty cool.
I love that thing. And the Tornado 2 that turns into the robot.
A part of me
Actually-
kind of wishes, because we see Tails, he hops out of a portal, right?
Yeah, he hops out of one of the
See,
rings.
I kind of wish he didn't. Like, he was just kind of like walking around, because like, what if he had his plane then, and his plane was like hidden like in the forest, and there's like a scene where like they go into the forest and he like reveals it to Sonic. Like, that'd be pretty cool.
Right?
Who knows? Hopefully since it's like a kids movie, we
Never
can
think
get
about
one.
why does Tails need a plane?
Like in 2 years. Oh, he can fly, can't he?
Yeah. I mean, it's just
And
like
we see
saying,
it at
why-
the end, right? I'm trying to think. Doesn't
Yeah,
he jumps off and flies?
These
Yeah.
little tails that make no sense of how they could fly, how they don't get tangled. But
It works.
can you imagine having like an axle just in your body?
What if like what if your pelvis? Well, what if like you could just like spin, just like you want to stand in one direction but then turn around and do something, so then your legs are like what if you were peeing but then you wanted to wash your hands at the same time, but the sink was behind you, so you just pivot and you're peeing and then you're washing your hands.
Also doesn't make sense with like how like a helicopter works. You know how a helicopter has the blades up top and the blades here? Like how the blades here stop the helicopter from just spinning. Tails maybe he has like a tiny helicopter on his fingers. It's just like
that is it.
or his head spins. Oh no, or little two tufts of hair that he has. Those are the counter ones.
Those are it. We just don't see it ever.
His antennas. God, I want to see that tornado, dude. That thing is so cool and like transforms into shit. Sonic.
Well, do you have any final thoughts?
No, I just want to see the second movie already.
Right, like as much as like this is a good movie. Go see. I mean, if you're not a Sonic fan, I don't think you're really gonna find enjoyment out of it, because it is like a kid movie.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're a Sonic fan, you're gonna come out. You're not gonna be disappointed. You might be like, "Damn, I wish they had a few more video game elements," but at least they didn't destroy Sonic like they were going to with the first trailer. So, obviously, if you're listening to this, you've already seen it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. But final grade.
I think I'm sticking with an A.
A, yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna stick with like my B minus. It is a good movie. It is a lot of fun. Yeah, there's really no bad thing. The fart jokes is like really like there is like 2. I was like, that's pretty bad.
Fart jokes. The bar montage before the Quicksilver part was pretty blah. Didn't need that at all.
Just the
bucket
bar
list part.
was just a little too long. Like it was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, overall, I think it was a really good video game-ish movie, and I hope that we get a sequel in the near future.
Please. I just want to know what Knuckles would look like. Sonic and Tails look similar, but like Knuckles has like a distinct face. Like
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh, now what his dreads look? Because like Tails kind of had like the Sonic face still, and it kind of looks smaller.
Yeah,
It's cute.
they definitely played it safe with Tails. He looked pretty cute.
I want that plushie. I want both of them.
But yeah, he's petting Sonic now. If you guys are curious what he's doing.
I also want the shoes. Those shoes did look pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked they don't like Nike.
Laceless?
Nike didn't do like a Sonic shoe or something.
Someone's got to have them.
But yeah, so that is that.
I got to go to work.
Yeah, I gotta go to work. Yeah, I just realized what time it is. Just quick thing. Yeah, we're seeing a movie on Wednesday. It's gonna be pretty exciting.
Probably have a review out Thursday.
Yeah, I think we'll do it that night. Hopefully we can get Akshay's joining, so maybe we can
Alright.
get everybody to come over. And then we started Minecraft. Hopefully we have Minecraft Sundays if Caleb's schedule sticks with what it is right now.
We just have Minecraft every day.
Every day, gosh. For what you guys are talking about, it sounds like
Matt still owes me $10.
this is but anyways, guys, this has been Andrew.
It's been Caleb.
Peace.
Bye.